Today on People Now, Kelly Clarkson reveals that she contemplated suicide when she was really skinny. We'll tell you how she turned things around.
A possible serial killer in Tampa, Florida. We'll tell you what authorities are saying as officers escort children home from bus stops.
A tragic ending for two missing hikers in California. Why family members are calling it a sympathetic murder-suicide.
Blake Lively's birthday message to hubby Ryan Reynolds has Twitter cracking up.
We're buddies. You
like
know?
Friends first kind of thing?
Yeah, like.
Country star Kelsea Ballerini is in love, getting married, and we're getting all the details.
And Kevin probably saves the world star JoAnna Garcia Swisher takes us inside her girls' nights with BFF Leah Michelle.
Leah and I both, we do really enjoy a good martini.
Well, good morning, everybody. Facebook Live and People.com. Welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday. I know, look, it's still early in the week, but we do have a special sneak peek inside Real Housewives of New York City star LuAnn de Lesseps' Hamptons Oasis. Might help you channel that inner happy place, even though it is early in the week. And it also got us thinking, where's your favorite place to unwind? It's our Facebook question of the day. Let us know your answers in the comments below. But first, we'll check in with you soon. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. The family of Rachel Wynn, who was shot dead by boyfriend Joseph Orbeso in California's Joshua Tree National Park, say they do not hold a 22-year-old responsible for his girlfriend's death. Both Wynn and Orbeso were found dead, locked in each other's arms 3 months after going missing. Both died of gunshot wounds. Orbeso's were self-inflicted, and what the family have dubbed a sympathetic murder-suicide. Rachel's uncle, Son Wynn, told the Desert Sun that he and Rachel's parents, quote, hold no grudges against Joseph or the Orbeso family. Wynn also shared the harrowing details of what investigators believe led to Rachel's death, saying Rachel possibly injured herself sliding down a cliff, and Joseph went after her and took care of her. He added that her t-shirt was wrapped around her head like a bandage, and Orbeso took his shirt off and put it over her legs to protect them from the sun and the heat. And according to Wynn's uncle, investigators think the two reached a point where they wanted to ease their pain due to their lack of water and her distress from her head injury. Gilbert Orbeso, Joseph's father, and members of the Joshua Tree Search and Rescue discovered the bodies on Sunday, October 15th, after hiking for 12 days straight when the two were first reported missing. Our thoughts and prayers, of course, go out to those family members and the friends affected by that. Detectives in Tampa, Florida are searching for the person responsible for killing 3 people in the span of 11 days. Though cautious to call this a serial killer situation, Tampa Police Chief Brian Dugan told reporters that, quote, through the proximity and the time frame, the murders are related. There is no doubt in our minds about that. The killings all occurred in the Seminole Heights section of Tampa, and while the 3 victims do not have an apparent link to each other, they were fatally shot within a half mile of one another in less than 2 weeks. Amid fears of more deaths, police are now escorting children to school bus stops in the morning, according to the Tampa Bay Times, and watching over students who walk to school as well. Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn urges residents to remain vigilant and to contact the authorities if they see anything or anyone suspicious. Watch this.
That's how we're going to catch this guy. Good neighbors, telling police officers, good police work, and we will hunt this son of a down until we find him.
Meanwhile, Police Chief Dugan called this case his, quote, worst nightmare. He went on to urge the residents of Tampa to take back their streets and, quote, not tolerate this type of terrorism. And according to Mayor Buckhorn, that is exactly what's been happening in the wake of all these murders. Watch.
The neighborhood literally has risen to the challenge, and they've said in no uncertain terms, evil's not going to win. That we're not going to let this person hold us hostage and hold us in fear. We're coming out on the streets, we're putting our porch lights on, we're walking our dogs, and we're calling the cops every time we see something or somebody that doesn't fit in the neighborhood.
The first victim, 22-year-old Benjamin Mitchell, was shot and killed at approximately 9 p.m. on October 9th while waiting at a bus stop near his home. He was alone at the time. And 2 days later, on October 11th, 32-year-old Monica Hoffa was shot and killed 10 blocks away. Her body was found in a grassy plot of land owned by the city of Tampa. On October 19th, the third victim, 20-year-old Anthony Nyboa, was shot just 100 yards away from where Mitchell was killed. Nyboa had autism and had accidentally taken the wrong bus home from work that day. Police have released a surveillance tape that they say was taken in close proximity to where the first shooting occurred. It shows a person walking down the street, and they want the public's help to identify this person because he may have more information about that first killing that could help the case. Now we move on to this. Kelly Clarkson is opening up about her struggles with self-image, revealing that she once contemplated suicide, telling Attitude magazine, quote, "When I was really skinny, I wanted to kill myself. I was miserable, like inside and out, for 4 years of my life. But no one cared because aesthetically, you make sense." Clarkson goes on to call it a very dark time in her life, saying she pushed her body to extremes, wrecking her knees and feet by working out all the time, and she thought the only way out was quitting. But the pop star says she began to change her habits and mentality during the release of her 2007 album, My December, telling Attitude, "I was around some really negative people and I got out of it because I had a lot of great people there too. It was a case of turning around, facing them, and walking toward the light." Clarkson is now married to Brandon Blackstock and shares 2 children with him, 3-year-old daughter River Rose and 1-year-old son Remington Alexander. The singer's new album, Meaning of Life, comes out this Friday, October 27th. You and your fiance Morgan Evans,
Yeah.
2-week rule, I hear.
2-week
You will
rule.
not go longer than 2 weeks without seeing each other.
We try.
It seems like a good rule.
Yeah.
Any other secrets about maintaining a relationship in the world that you live in?
We're buddies. You
Like
know?
friends first kind of thing?
Yeah, like we like crack up together, and we have to be able to talk a lot because we're not together a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so I think the 2-week rule and just the fact that like we genuinely just like each other.
Yeah.
Along with loving each other.
You told people in September that you were pretty much done wedding planning in like last month or so.
Yeah, but I just did an interview and they asked me how many tiers my cake was, and I didn't know the answer. So,
Oh, how many tiers?
so I feel like I have a lot more to do than I thought, and I'm a little bit stressed out about
Well,
it.
then how about this? What was the best and then the most annoying part of planning the whole thing?
The best is getting to create an atmosphere that you know that your friends and family are gonna love. Like, that's what we're most excited about. The most stressful is probably just coordinating, getting everyone there. That's probably the hardest one, without telling you where.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, destination. It's not in Knoxville, everybody. Oh boy, can't wait to see just where exactly these 2 lovebirds end up tying the knot. That is country starlet Kelsea Ballerini, who's been keeping herself extra busy these days, from promoting her upcoming sophomore album Unapologetically to planning her wedding with fellow musician and longtime love Morgan Evans. The 24-year-old singer sure has a lot to look forward to. Luckily, Kelsey's already said yes to the dress, even got a little bit of inspiration from her husband-to-be. Check this out.
I asked Morgan, I'm like, yo, what do you picture? Like, when you close your eyes, like what do you see? And he was like, I want you to be in something that you want to be in and not artist you wants to be in.
Oh, got it.
So
Not the persona of you, but the real you.
Yeah, well, so it's not super sparkly, it's not super over the top.
That's what I wondered, if it's like total like princess, like going crazy with bedazzled whatever.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the kind of stuff I love when I'm like doing like the CMAs or whatever,
Right.
you know? So it's really simple and classic.
All right. Overall, planning a wedding can be a stressful thing. Any bridezilla moments? You can be honest. This is a safe place here.
Not yet.
Okay.
But maybe when we get closer, something will happen. But
Yeah.
so far, honestly, I'm not a wedding person, and
Yeah.
so like, I'm not even gonna notice if like the cake's a different flavor or the flowers are the wrong shade of
Yeah.
whatever. Like I don't care.
So you and your fiance, both very talented singers. So then the pressure for me, if I'm you, is do you sing to each other during the ceremony?
No.
No, because that's work.
It's work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have artist friends coming too, and we're like doing a DJ intentionally instead of having a band, because
Okay.
we're like, we don't want anyone to feel like they have to get up and
Right.
sing. Like, no.
All right, now we move from the Queen of Country to the Queen of England. Get this, Queen Elizabeth has raked in nearly $9 million in horse racing. Researchers have just reported that the 91-year-old's passion project earned her more than $700,000 last year alone, making it one of her best years. This year, she made just a little under $550,000. Not too shabby there either. Every June, the Queen attends the Royal Ascot meeting. She was given her first pony when she was 4 and won her first race as an owner in 1949 when she was a 23-year-old princess. Apparently, she still owns about 25 horses, and some insiders are predicting that her horse Elector may run for her in the prestigious Derby next June.
I did not know she had this love for horses. I feel like we're kindred spirits because I am obsessed with horses.
I knew about the love for horses. I didn't know she was cashing in so much.
I know she had so
with the
many,
races.
though.
Wow, it's incredible.
Learn something new every day. I'm
Yeah.
so happy about that. All right, let's check in with Facebook Live. So in honor of LuAnn de Lesseps' relaxing Hamptons Oasis, which you'll be seeing in just a few minutes, we've been asking you guys, where's your favorite place to unwind?
Sam says, best place to unwind? My couch.
With a glass of wine, just done.
I totally agree.
Allie says, the beach, best place to relax.
Yeah.
That's relaxing as well.
Tell us us where you like to relax and unwind. Keep the comments coming in. We'll check in with you again soon. But first, Andrea, more for us in Star Trek.
Yes, we were talking Kelsea Ballerini. Now we're picking up Star Trek with even more wedding news in the world of country music. Nashville star Clare Bowen tied the knot with musician and longtime boyfriend Brandon Robert Young over the weekend, exchanging I-dos in the same city she filmed the hit CMT series. The Australian native wore an elegant white gown that she co-designed with Olia Zavazina, tacking on a long, intricate veil and a simple pearly white necklace. As for the shoes, well, Clare tweeted that she danced so much, she literally wore them down, writing, "A sign of a real good party, danced so much, my slipper blew a sparkly." Yes, those are wrecked. I think that should be a requirement for all weddings, you just ruin your shoes. But Brandon first popped the question back in December 2015 on Nashville's Grand Ole Opry stage, but plans were quickly put on hold after his bride-to-be's brother was diagnosed with cancer. Speaking with Entertainment Tonight earlier this year, Clare opened up about her brother's unfortunate diagnosis, revealing everything stopped once he got sick. She says, quote, "We dropped everything and went to Australia to help him, but now Tim is in remission and we're just able to start planning. It's going like wildfire." Although Clare admits she never thought of herself as the marrying type, all that changed the second she met Brandon, explaining, "I never wanted to get married before Brandon, which I kind of love. We're picking flowers and I'm designing dresses. It's so beautiful. It's so much fun. I had no idea because I didn't have any dreams about it before him." Well, such a great story. Big congrats to the happy couple. All right, watch this.
Look at Daddy.
Jameson. What's up, buddy?
What a little nugget. How cute is Pink's son? On Tuesday, Pink's husband, Carrie Hart, shared this adorable video of 10-month-old Jameson riding toward him on a skateboard. Well, Pink and Hart have been married since 2006 and had their little skateboarder back in December of 2016. They also have a 6-year-old daughter, Willow Sage. Well, earlier this month, the singer opened up to people in an exclusive clip about her new album, Beautiful Trauma, where she talked about trying to find a work-life balance, saying, quote, "I would like to put everything I am and everything I have into everything I do. I'd say the hardest part is just trying to figure it all out. I signed up for this when I was 16, and now I have children and I have a marriage." She went on to say, "I just want to always make sure that I'm doing right by them. It's not a simple puzzle anymore. It's not just me." And Beautiful Trauma is already doing very well, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Top 200. Congratulations to Pink. Real Housewives of New York City star LuAnn de Lesseps is known for bringing the drama on screen, but the sassy New York socialite finds time to unwind in her charming Sag Harbor cottage nestled in the Hamptons. LuAnn gave people a special sneak peek inside her 5-bedroom beachside oasis, where she showed off one of her favorite rooms to relax in, the kitchen. Watch.
It's really kind of country, French chateau meets chalet, I would say. So a great country kitchen has a great country table. This is one that I special ordered because I needed a special size for this room, and I had it made with extensions so I could have like 16 people at this table. So this makes, you know, the kitchen feel really warm and cozy, and I wanted the chairs to be really comfy and upholstered because I really wanted this room to feel comfortable, that you want to hang out in it. You don't have to leave. So it makes a great area to kind of just hang out with the family, have long discussions about life, and eat really good food.
I would love to hang out there, so hit me up, LuAnn. To catch LuAnn's full Hollywood at home tour, head to people.com. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Stay with us. Kevin Probably Saves the World star JoAnna Garcia Swisher is revealing what a typical girls' night out looks like with her BFF Leah Michelle. Plus, we are checking out some snaps of Jennifer Lopez on the set of her new movie in our Picture This segment. Don't miss it.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
When you encountered Oprah,
Yes.
were there words exchanged? Was there a
I
moment?
stammered and I was like tongue-tied,
Yeah.
and she talked all about, you know, goodness in the world, and where there is hate, there is love, and just really humbled me. And that's what our show is. Our show is really, in this, you know, crazy world that we live in, it's that glimmer of hope, it's that glimmer of love, and it's that glimmer of humanity that, like I said, it doesn't have to be on this grand scale. And I don't think anybody is perfect. We know that to be true, right? So Kevin is this unassuming hero, but he is just a very real human.
Yeah, I'm with JoAnna Garcia Swisher. I would have no words if I met the one and only Oprah, but she did it. Swisher stars in ABC's new show, Kevin Probably Saves the World, and it just so happens to air right after her BFF Lea Michele's show, The Mayor. Swisher reveals how the two celebrated and reveals their cocktail of choice. Watch.
I literally was so excited that our shows both got picked up, because what are the chances? And then to know that we were going to be back to back. And so it's been fun. We went to Toronto together. Jason had to tag along for that. And I felt like, oh, this poor guy watching Leah and I drink martinis being like, hey! And he's like so not that guy.
So
and
he's
probably like,
every
oh
second.
my God, we're just here to like do our job and promote our show.
Poor Jason Ritter.
No, I know.
He's a wingman in those situations, right?
Exactly. No, he's probably like, listen, I just need to keep my eye on, make sure these two do not get in trouble across the border. So, thanks, Jason.
What is maybe you just described it, a typical girls' night out between the two of you, with you and
Leah and
Leah?
We do really enjoy a good martini.
Yeah.
But you know, we're like all of our girlfriends are super tight and super close, and you know, sometimes we take in a New Kids on the Block concert.
Oh.
And then most of the time we're sitting on the couch just.
Does everyone have their assigned New Kid on the Block that they're obsessed with?
No, but I have Donnie.
Oh, Donnie.
Like it's very specific.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's time for Picture This. We're starting with Jenny from the Block. That's Jennifer Lopez stepping out in Queens, New York on Monday. J.Lo was spotted on the set of her new movie that she's starring in, Second Act.
Ooh, looking good. Now,
so close to us.
Yes. Where were we? Happy birthday to Ryan Reynolds. Blake Lively gave this hilarious birthday shout out to her husband, Ryan Reynolds, on Twitter. The actress posted a photo of Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Reynolds was just cropped out there over on the side. The tweet was captioned, "Happy birthday, baby."
Yeah, but she's doing this for revenge because remember, husband Ryan Reynolds posted a cropped out photo of Blake Lively for her birthday back in August.
Oh, I love them. That is model Kaya Gerber posing in front of a giant photo of herself in New York City. She looks just like her famous mama Kaya, hosting the Hudson Jean SS18 preview, standing as if she's holding two plates as a waitress in front of the company's new sign.
Really the only way to stand. Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato had a sweet reunion at the InStyle Awards in Los Angeles on Monday night. They're looking fierce.
And date night alert. Couple Vanessa and Nick Lachey attending the 3rd annual Baby Ball Gala in Hollywood, California, looking lovely as ever. There you go. That's a little taste of Jessie James Decker's second 12-track studio album. It's called Southern Girl City Lights. It's currently #1 on the country album Billboard charts. Also our Toyota People Pick of the Day. It's been 10 years since the 29-year-old powerhouse has released a full-length album, and a lot has changed since then. Now happily married with a husband, 2 kids, 1 on the way. Jessie says Southern Girl City Lights is a full-circle project packed with power ballads, mushy love songs, and yes, even a breakup song about an ex. Watch.
I think what's special is that it's been 10 years since I've had a full-length album come out in stores, like a physical copy. 10 years. Last time it came out, I was 19, I think. It's been a long time. So for me, it's like, wow, like it's crazy. It's come full circle. My life has changed tremendously since that. I was like this running all over the place, a 19, 20-year-old girl, and was single, of course, and just didn't know really who I was, but I still loved music so much. And I think at this point to be this young woman, I've got 2 children, another on the way, and an amazing husband. I just feel like all of those inspirations and just being so grateful was poured into this album. And I'm just so proud of it. I'm still the same musician, it's still the same sound, but you hear the progression and just how much things have changed for me, and I'm just grateful.
Do you have a favorite song of the album? It's the toughest question to answer, probably, right?
Yeah, it changes every day. So I think today my favorite would probably be Another Dumb Love Song. I can't get that one out of my head. This might be another dumb love song. It's a really, really great song, and it's actually a true song. So I really like putting out music that actually means something. That's like the lyrics from a diary. And so that one's actually true about an ex. And like, people don't really know me for having anybody but Eric in my life, so they're gonna be like, oh, well, who's that one?
Yeah, especially people that have come on board, like, kind of late in the game here with you.
Yeah, late in the game, because a lot of people didn't really know me whenever I put out my album, and I was signed to Island Def Jam here in New York, actually, and it was kind of around the Disney crew, touring with Jonas Brothers, that whole thing. But I was in a relationship, and so it's taken me a long time because I forgot about the guy. But sometimes you got to pull in those inspirations because no one wants to hear an entire album full of how much I love Eric. So I got to pull from.
We already know you love the man.
We know, so I had to pull from something.
Who do you hate? That's what we want to know. Just.
All right, let's check in with Facebook Live one last time. We're talking your favorite places to unwind.
Cheryl says, I love to unwind under a huge weeping willow tree with a good book.
Wow, I like that. It's a great visual.
Me too. I picture it beside a little pond.
Taylor says, next to a bonfire in the middle of winter. I was with you until the middle of winter.
Yeah, right.
I feel like a bonfire in the summer. That's my favorite place, like back on the farm.
Bonfire and a cool fall night.
Yes.
How about that?
Like,
Not
I don't
too
know about
cold.
like well,
I don't want to be freezing in the snow.
But you're next to a bonfire, so you might be okay. I don't know.
Oh, these comments, they blow our minds. And we start putting all these narratives with them.
Like think about things in a different way, you know.
Thank you for all. Where do you like to relax?
I would say I would do bonfire in the middle of summer. That's what I want to do.
I'm any hot tub. That's my jam.
Nice.
Which some people think are creepy. I love them. All right, coming up tomorrow, country star Kenny Rogers is opening up about his bromance with Lionel Richie. Plus, actor Boehlke will be here live talking his role in Thank You for Your Service and Hawaii Five-0. Man, he is so good.
Yes, he's so good in that. All right, thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from JoAnna Garcia Swisher. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm JoAnna Garcia Swisher, and this is One Last Thing. Last time I laughed so hard I cried was on set a couple of days ago when I watched Jason Ritter tie his shoes, and he ties his shoes using bunny ears. And I'm really sorry, Jason, because I promised I wouldn't tell anybody that. The last song that stuck in my head, well, now it's going to be The Night That the Lights Went Out in Georgia. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. My last big splurge was a piece of furniture for our house. Nick doesn't know about yet, but it should be coming next week.